Hello and welcome to another watch along with Let's Talk Sport. I'm Seb True. We're here today watching Atletico Madrid versus Real Madrid. Got the lineups underneath in the description and looking forward to this Madrid derby. Get in touch as usual. Always love to hear your comments. And the players look ready to go out onto the pitch just this minute. Got about 4 minutes till kick off. I can't get the desktop sound. There we go. So Trippier is one notable one who is back in the starting lineup today. Lineups currently Oblak, Trippier, Savic, Felipe, Mososo, and Carrasco, who has also been absent injured, is back now for Atletico Madrid, who's in the starting lineup. Llorente, Koke, Lamar, Suarez, and Correa. So only two out, which is Herrera, who has been out for some time now, and also Jimenez, who has been out for a couple of games. So some absentees for Atletico Madrid. Real Madrid, on the other hand, they've got Courtois, Lucas, Varane, Nacho, and Mendy in the back line. Cruz, Casemiro, and Modric. Nothing changing in that midfield there. And front three of Benzema, Rodrigo, and Asensio. Benzema, who's coming back from injury, who was injured for 3 matches. Currently on 12 goals for this season. Still no sign of Hazard, which is I'm not too sure when he's supposed to be back. Carvajal is out. Mariano and Sergio Ramos notably is still out, so a couple of injuries for both, probably more noticeable for those of Real Madrid. But Suarez is playing for Atletico Madrid, which is positive, and Benzema is playing for Real Madrid, which is positive. Their top scorers respectively. In other matches, currently watching Liverpool lose 1-0 to Fulham at home. This would mean their 6th home defeat in a row. If that were to happen, which has never happened to Liverpool, to lose 6 at home on the bounce. Those home defeats all came to Chelsea, Everton, Manchester City, Brighton and Burnley. Let's not forget that they also drew the 2 before those against Manchester United and West Brom. So that currently means if they don't win today, then that'll be 8 matches at home in a row where they have not won. So not looking very good for Klopp's men now. And their defence of the Premier League looks very bleak, being 22 points behind City, having played a game more after today. So in Spain, this match, Benzema and Koke currently choosing who kicks off, and this could be a good one. It's a clash between the top 3. Atletico Madrid are currently first, 5 points ahead of Real Madrid. Real Madrid are down in 3rd, but they've played 1 extra game. Their goal differences are similar. Barcelona are runaway top scorers in the league, but these two are second best with 47 for Atletico and 43 goals scored for Real Madrid. And the 2 best defences in the league as well. 16 goals conceded for Atletico and 24 Real Madrid. So just getting the game under the way, and they're putting the graphics on above the Atletico Madrid players of the Real Madrid players, which just seems a bit weird. So as you will get in touch, they still not kick off, so I'm just waiting for the referee to get off, and it looks like 2 people are passing it round on the pitch, and I'm not sure what's happening here at the beginning. I should have informed myself of that one. Sunny day in the Wandro Metropolitano. I'm just about going to get underway. I say that, and they're a bit delayed, but, you know, we'll do what we can. And we're off. Benzema to kick off for Atletico Madrid. Real Madrid kicking from left to right. Atletico Madrid kicking from right to left in this first half. And Courtois got the ball. Suarez looks to be getting up, half pressing very soon on in the game. That won't last. Now it's Toni Kroos. Oh, he gets taken out by Correa there. Clear show of intent from the get-go from Correa. Getting a bit physical with Toni Kroos. Toni Kroos, who still is only 31 years old and has been at Real Madrid since 2014-15, also was at Bayern Munich and Leverkusen before, winning Champions League with both clubs. Not Bayern Leverkusen out of all those 3, but the other 2. And it's with Oblak. Oblak, another who's still surprisingly young, has only just recently turned 28, and my word, he's an impressive goalkeeper. Now it's Carrasco down the left, trying to get the ball in the box, and Correa lifts it, tries to get it to Suarez. Ooh, and it falls nice to Cook outside the box. And Trippier gives away. So Trippier is back for Atletico Madrid at that right back position after having served his 10-match ban. So that's a key factor for Atletico Madrid, he's got a fair amount of assists this season, I can't say off the top of my head. And plus, Atletico Madrid's squad is not enormous, so especially in defence, so Trippier is a key factor in that now. So he's back and could play a part for England's World Euro. How do I say it? Surge in the summer. Now it's Suarez. Wants to play in Correa, but Real Madrid just stay tight in the midfield there. And it looks like, okay, Hernandez has given a free kick to Atletico Madrid. Hernandez, the guy who's officiating today. And Suarez holds it up well, and he gets the foul from Varane by the looks of it. Varane, who's playing next to Nacho in that centre-back role, and to be fair, they haven't lost since they lost against Levante at home, and he was playing with Militao at the back there. So maybe this Nacho Varane partnership is one that works. I can't say I've watched enough to be able to judge for myself. And either Trippier looks favourite to take it or Suarez. This free kick. Far out, it's probably about 30 metres out. And Suarez takes it. but it goes into the wall and looks like it's going to be out for a corner for Atletico Madrid. Relatively easy to deal with. So Suarez has been a transformative figure in this Atletico Madrid side, pushing them towards the title. Hasn't scored in the last 4. Atletico Madrid have struggled with form recently, but last 5, excuse me, last 5 games for Atletico Madrid. But he's still one of the top scorers in the league. He is second behind Messi. Messi's got 19, Suarez has got 16. Still not a bad return. Corner comes in from Trippier, and it really goes to no one, and Modric deals with it well, but Modric's header comes out to Koke, and Koke's pass is just a bit wayward. So now Real Madrid can try getting up the ball in their own half. There's a great show of intent from Atletico Madrid in these opening minutes. I mean, it's not amazing, but they are showing that they really want to pressure Madrid. Ooh, and Varane takes a very risky ball that comes across the penalty yard box, high in the air, and Atletico Madrid are intercepted, and now Trippier is surging up forward. They're not pressing extensively at Atletico Madrid, but they're just there. They're there in Real Madrid's half and making sure it's not going to be easy for them to play out. Don't forget, as usual, to subscribe. We always love a subscriber, and yeah, just get in touch, just write anything, talk to me. Carrasco giving it to Lamar, Correa to Suarez, and they're playing nice intricate football there at Atletico Madrid. Comes out to Trippier. The cross is really no one and dealt with by Varane. Now Savage gets on the long ball, and Atletico Madrid retain possession in Real Madrid's half. So Real Madrid gradually getting their injured players back. I mean, the likes of Ramos should be back soon. I'm not too sure when that's supposed to be, but just the addition of Benzema is a big sigh of relief. Real Madrid, who have in 2 weeks' time the game up coming against Atalanta. I think Atletico Madrid also have their game up with Chelsea soon. It should be in 2 weeks. But Atletico Madrid have games to catch up. Like in midweek, they'll have to catch up their game against Athletic Bilbao. That'll give them the chance to go, well, depending on how the result goes today. Hi, random. Who are you supporting? I'm supporting no one. I didn't put a bet on. This is just a Madrid derby. Got to watch it. Who are you supporting? Random. Madrid or Madrid? Benzema on the ball into his own half, and he's now one of the deepest players amongst Madrid. And Atletico Madrid have just dropped a few yards. Now it's Casemiro. Over to Modric. Modric tries threading a high floated pass in, and Hermoso deals with it. Gets it to Carrasco, and Carrasco tries breaking away with the help of Lamar. And is away, but Rafael Varane looks like he's coming to cover. Hermoso's ball is intercepted by Modric, and didn't keep it long, Madrid. It's back with Atletico. Hermoso with Koke. To Correa. Now out to Carrasco. Back to Hermoso. And play has been stopped. I think the ball's flat. Ha. Good. Random supporting Real Madrid. Okay, good. Same for Real Madrid. Abraham, hi. Hello, Abraham. How are we doing today? Oh, it's a drop ball because of a flat ball. Okay. And Coker's on the ball again. Back to Savage. And bit slow for the moment, but the game will get into full throttle soon enough, I guess. So now 9 minutes gone and still 0-0 between these two. No surprises there, they're not high scorers. Carrasco fighting with Lucas there to maintain the ball, and Lucas just comes out winner, and Real Madrid try and break from their own half, and they're stopped quite instantly. And Benzema runs down that left-hand side trying to get Real Madrid a chance, and Trippier deals with him well, and goal kick. Good, good. Which Mane just hit the post in the Liverpool game. That was a close chance. Real Madrid's defence, who are currently on the ball. And I've got the graphic up where they're trying to base out the position that Atletico Madrid play in. Looks like a 4-1-4-1. Correa is dropping deeper and adding a bit more to the higher up defensive efforts, let's just say. But so far, no shots in the match. Or one goal attempt from Atletico. I can't remember that. And they're playing dangerous out from the back, Real Madrid. Lucas is on the ball, Modric. Back to Casemiro. And he spreads it over to, I can only assume is Nacho. Cruz, Modric and Rodrigo just exchanging the ball there. Currently not really worrying Atletico Madrid. None of the Real Madrid players are really going up high. It's just roaming around in between the Atletico Madrid defence. I mean, Benzema, Rodrigo, or even Asensio. I can't see Asensio even in the match at the moment. They're all just staying in between defence and midfield of Atletico Madrid and not really pushing them yet. And who's your favourite today? I find it hard to... They're really unpredictable, aren't they, both teams? Real Madrid actually are on decent form recently, but they did draw with Real Sociedad. Whereas Atletico Madrid, well, they're first for a reason, aren't they? And at home this season, they were really good until maybe 2 weeks ago when they lost to Levante. And they drew against Celta Vigo. So I don't really know. I think Madrid might be able to grind this one out, Real Madrid, later on in the game. I say that, but Trippier's return could change it all for Atletico now. I'll just put Real Madrid slight favourites, despite the start that Atletico have had. Now Carrasco's going to run at Lucas. Can you get the better of him? Lucas does well. Does really well to protect the ball and get it out. And Llorente looks like he might have got a knock. That would be a huge blow. I say that, but Sal can come on, so I mean, is it that much of a blow? Maybe Llorente is one of the stories of the last 12 months. Been terrific for Atletico Madrid. So Asensio trying to come into midfield and add a bit more as an attacking midfielder. And I can see that Mendy's the one who's trying to act as the left winger, pushing up and really just staying on the sideline, whereas Rodrigo stays on the right of the other side while Real Madrid are in possession. So Rodrigo, who also is coming back from injury not so long ago. Currently no goals for Real Madrid this season, except for one in the Champions League. Yes, one in the Champions League. What was expected of him after his transfer from Santos in 2019? Is he still too young to judge? I mean, you tell me. Oh, and Llorente's done really well there to get past. Oh, it's Suarez and it's a goal. Oh, that was a really well worked goal. That was a terrific goal. Brilliant. Just what can I say? Atletico Madrid probably deserved it on the grounds that been the better team by a long way. Yeah, and Suarez is the goal scorer. Need to re-watch that over because I didn't really see it that well. So it was Llorente who did all the work there, and I said, is it that bad if Llorente gets injured? Well, we can see why he's important now, can't we? So Llorente really just avoids the tackle from Varane. I think Varane, oh not Varane, it's Nacho. Then he's got space to run into, and Varane just keeps Suarez offside, but Suarez's run is perfectly timed in behind. Llorente lets it go at the perfect time, and a cool finish with the outside of his foot just to get round Courtois. That's a really good finish. That is class. And Real Madrid kick off after having conceded. Now they're 1-0 down. So for you Madrid fans or Real fans, it's not looking good. And Atletico Madrid have deserved it. I mean, well, they haven't had clear-cut chances, but they've played a lot better, and Madrid really aren't offering a lot now. Real Madrid. So Atletico Madrid probably have to get another goal to feel comfortable in this game. You don't expect Real Madrid to come back with 3 goals. While they've got the upper hand in terms of the way they're playing, then this is the time to make the most of it. And now Oblak just put it out. Really poor lofted pass. It just goes out for a throw for Real Madrid. So 16 minutes gone and 1-0 to Atletico Madrid. And who else but Suarez? We had the other game that took place today in La Liga was Huesca versus Celta Vigo. Celta Vigo, who looking at those Europa League spots, maybe a bit too far off, and Huesca were last, and Celta Vigo away from home getting that 4-3 victory. Mad game. I didn't even see it, but a 4-3 game is a mad one. 2-2 after half time and 2-1 in the second half. So goals in that one, and we've already got a goal in this one after 16 minutes. And 78 minutes we've gone in the Liverpool-Fulham game, and still 1-0 to Fulham. Benzema gets a shot away there. Good chance, but Benzema mishits it. It's Asensio who creates the chance. So Mendy puts Asensio through out wide, and then Asensio puts the ball in, and it's in the air, so it's difficult for Benzema to really get a grasp of the ball. This would be boring. They'll just be defending for 80 minutes. Yeah, they might do. But they don't look to be in too much of a defensive position, Atletico Madrid, right now. They actually look to be quite ambitious, and got Lamar trying to play out from midfield and get it forward to Hermoso, so I don't think they'll defend too much. This isn't what Atletico Madrid do now, because if they defend with Suarez 100%, then they're going to be exploited, because it'll almost be 10.5 men against 11, so they can't afford to defend too far back. This is a new Atletico Madrid, remember. The new wave. So currently with this win, if they win this one, they play a game less than Barcelona and will be 5 points ahead. Barcelona won yesterday against Osasuna 2-0, so they will be 3 points ahead of Real Madrid. But Atletico Madrid have a game in hand on Barcelona and Real Madrid. Can they make it 8 points clear? We'll have to see him midweek against Athletic Bilbao. And now Mendy's near the byline, trying to get a cross through, but well defended by Savic. Cruz outside the area, exchanging with Casemiro a few passes. And now out to Lucas. Now Atletico Madrid are defending. Just Suarez staying up front. the rest of the defending, but still in that same position of 4-1-4. Looking to get the cross in, and Casemiro is blocked by Lamar. They can't even get the crosses in, that's the thing, and that's why Atletico Madrid is so good. They limit you to the amount of chances you can have. And if you do get a chance, you've got the best goalkeeper in the world behind you in Oblak. That finish from Suarez, they're showing it again, and he really sells Courtois thinking he's going to go for the near post, but he swerves it with the outside of his foot and just almost tricks him. I'm not sure if Courtois would have dived that way anyway, or I don't know, but it was a good goal and just onside from Suarez. Good run, but Varane sticks his leg out at the wrong time. Sorkon yesterday. What is Sorkon Benenke? I don't know what it is, unfortunately. Is it a player? Is it a song? What is it? I didn't see a whole lot of football over the past few weeks, so it could be a footballer Sorkon. I don't know. What is it? Bebenenke? Is that right? Bebenenke? Hope I'm saying it right. Now Atletico Madrid are dropping off a few yards, so we can probably worry that they'll defend during this game. Maybe Atletico Madrid got the goal too early. We saw that yesterday in Dortmund. Dortmund got 2 goals before 10 minutes against Bayern Munich, and in my opinion that was way too early. So this could be an example of Sorkon, these nits. Oh. Good Benenke. Good. We love the banter. Keep it coming. Yeah, 81 minutes gone in the Liverpool game and they're still losing, so looking bad for them. When Sensio's just got behind Trippier, got the cross in, and Benzema's header was mishit completely. It was too high for him. Couldn't ever get that one. But one of the rare moments where out wide Atletico Madrid switched off. Oh, now Lamar can break behind the Real Madrid defence. Oh, and he's just slowed it down. Shame. And Casemiro does well to block it. The cross that he does eventually put in. Nah. We're cool, Bembenke. We're cool. Yeah, it was too high for Benzema. Tries directing the header, but already can't reach it. So I think this is going to be a corner for Atletico Madrid. I don't know. Oh, no, it's going to be a throw. Casemiro defends impeccably there. When Lamar does put the cross in, blocks it. Now Carrasco and Lamar are in tight spaces around near the corner post for Real Madrid. Oh, and Correa just cuts in onto the byline. Doesn't manage to create anything from it with 3 Real Madrid defenders around him, but he completely sold the dummy to them. So he just got the stats up the fastest player. Marcos Llorente is the fastest in this match with 32.8 kilometers an hour run. And I think that must have been the way towards the goal when he got away from, I think it was Nacho. I got Diogo Vega who says haha as well. I got done. You know. I went for it. Correa's selling the dummies. I'm being sold the dummies too. But don't forget, usual subscribe button is somewhere below me. You know, just click on that. Much appreciated. Oh, we've got another 2 during the stream. And thank you to you lot. Oh, now Suarez is in and the cross is just overhit. I think it's Hermoso who tries getting that. But can't, it goes out for a goal kick. So Correa causing problems in front of that Madrid back line. Casemiro already has to do enough work by covering because of a lack of work rate from maybe Modric and Cruz, but when you've got Correa who's just peeling off, maybe Nacho or Varane, one of them has to take responsibility of going in on that player. That's what Ramos does so well. He will keep tight on players and make sure they can't turn. This is the kind of player that Real Madrid will probably be missing sorely today. Ramos. And it's easy to say that all the time, isn't it? Because Ramos is such a good and influential player. But in a match like that where you've got a Correa who is influential, it's not just Suarez in this team, then yeah, big miss. 25 minutes gone, 1-0 to Atletico Madrid versus Real in this derby. It's been okay so far. I've done worse matches. Lucas gets it up to Rodrigo, and Rodrigo's got space to run into, but he's quickly closed down by Hermoso. Hermoso's... keep saying these names wrong. Hermoso. I think it's Hermoso. Yeah, it is Hermoso. Now Atletico Madrid back on the ball. Asensio's getting a bit more into this game now. Probably what they needed. Looked like Madrid were playing with 10 men before then. And Asensio just growing into the game. And that's the problem with Asensio, maybe his concentration. So as a super sub, I've never been impressed when I have seen him on the pitch as a super sub. But, yeah. Random. Ramos is the best in the world. Changed my mind. It depends what kind of defender you're looking for. He's definitely, as a tackling defender, one that if he can close that space down quickly for strikers and just be a nuisance. Be there. He'll always be there on a striker's back. And he's a leader, obviously. So if that's your kind of defender, then yeah, Ramos is definitely one of the best. Lamar just looking to drill past the defender. Now Madrid is staying tight. Cruz, Casemiro, and Modric were all there, with Rodrigo just sitting in front of them defensively. Just cut off that space in the middle, and maybe force Carrasco and Trippier to be the ones who provide those options. Because let's be honest, Carrera and Suarez aren't big. Varane and Nacho are bigger than them. Rely on the crosses. Maybe it's one tactic that I think they could deploy. I'm not sure Zidane will, but I think he could. Just make them put crosses in. So currently in the possession stats, Real Madrid have just about edged it. Well, I say that just about 55%. You can call that quite a big chunk. 55 compared to 45%. But it's one of those standard games where it's the defenders who are getting the ball. I can't remember most of the time where Madrid have actually been in the final third. Maybe once with Rodrigo and a few times down the left, but with Mendy or Asensio, but not much more. I don't think Benzema's really been in this match. He doesn't look sure where he has to be. He wants to get into the game, but Atletico Madrid are playing 3 in midfield with Koke, and they just can't find him. Just there, for instance, Benzema calling for the ball, but Lucas plays it back into the centre of midfield, and Atletico Madrid are comfortable. Just play in front of us. Yeah. So just passing it around, just outside of Atletico Madrid's box, and again, there's only one team who would be comfortable doing that, and Atletico Madrid. Ooh, and the shot from Casemiro on the volley, and Oblak nearly spilled that, and he should be catching it as a goalkeeper of his standard. Real Madrid still in possession, just outside of Atletico Madrid's box. Modric on the ball, and Real Madrid have been pushed back. I keep saying Madrid, and it's not really clear which one I'm talking about. So while I've been talking, there's been another subscriber. Thank you very much. All much appreciated. And now a shot from Modric, way over the bar. He leans back. Rule number 1 when you shoot from distance, lean forward. Otherwise, it just keeps going, going, going. And, well, for Modric, that ball just kept going. But the shot from Casemiro was good technique. Gets it on the volley. This is the shot from before. Didn't understand the reference. And Oblak looks like he's going to catch it like that, but then spills it. Jamie, subscribe to Let's Talk Sport. Always, always. Don't forget it. Even if you've got other accounts, we had help from that yesterday. And where is Ramos going? Who knows? I mean, we hear these rumours to Manchester United all the time, don't we? And honestly, they're a bit boring. I haven't really looked too much to see rumours recently, so if there are other rumours, like him going to, I don't know, Bayern Munich, just saying that, I don't think he's going to Bayern Munich, but if there are rumours where he's going elsewhere, then tell me, because I haven't seen them. Will he go to United? I have my doubts. I think if he goes in a year to an American club. Oh, and Atletico Madrid in the box, and they're just getting run over by Real Madrid. Just as soon as Atletico Madrid play 1-2 football, Madrid are lost. Real Madrid just can't deal with it. It seems easy to play around them. It initially comes from Mendy losing the ball to Llorente, and that's a foul, yes. But quick football, and Real Madrid are lost in this defence. That's when you need a Ramos. Tight on those players. You can't play 1-2 football with Suarez if you've got a player tight on him. So now free kick to Real Madrid. Sorry, I just paid attention to the other game. Now Simeone is discussing with Hernandez, the referee. What has gone on here? It's because of the foul. Hermoso gives away a foul on Rodrigo. I think that's soft. I think that's very, very soft. They both had their arms up, but it's Rodrigo the one who goes down. So I wouldn't have given that as a free kick, but I can understand why. And now Simeone is having words with the referee. And Toni Kroos whips it in. Dealt with by Correa, I think it is. Out for a throw-in for Real Madrid. Again, danger eluded from Atletico. And now they drop back again. And Zidane's team will have to try and play around this defence once again. Not going to be an easy match for them. Jamie Davis, I'm rumoured to be heading to United. You are, because I've heard the theory about Manchester United constantly making up these rumours themselves with every player. Oh, and Carrasco's just nutmegged Lucas. That was nice. Always love a nutmeg. Anyway, Jamie Davis, I was saying that they create these rumours to stay relevant. If United's come up in more search engines or things like that, they are still relevant, and that's why they're the biggest brand in the world. It's because they make themselves constantly relevant with good press or bad press. Well, it's not really bad being linked to a player, but yet the constant press is a marketing scheme of theirs that they do just so they can stay relevant and the biggest team in the world, if I dare say that with brackets. Oh, sorry, quotation marks. I'm just looking at this Liverpool-Fulham game as well, where it's 1-0 to Fulham still, and Fulham are fighting for their lives. Oh, and it looks like Keita could get a card there. Anyway, back to this game. So it kind of looks like Atletico Madrid are somewhat reverting to a back three. They've got Hermoso as that third centre back alongside Felipe and Savic. Then Trippier as a right wing back and Carrasco as a left wing back. And then they've still got Koke in front of that back three. Koke in front of that back three, and then you've got Llorente and maybe Lamar, who are a bit more free roaming in front of them as an attacking outlet in that midfield. And then Carrera and Suarez. I should say that, but Lamar's a bit more forward than Carrera most of the time. Now Suarez on the ball and Modric tackles him. And Courtois just clears it out, and the halfway line. Hermoso has all the time in the world to take it down and do whatever he wants with it. Not very great from Real Madrid. They're struggling to maintain possession. And Hermoso tries doing a little roulette around Casemiro. A bit shabby, let's just say. So, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. Want to hear what you got to say. Anything football related, anything. Just say anything. Ask me a question. Lamar on the ball, and I think Lucas is really struggling with some of the things that Lamar and Carrasco are doing. He's not actually been bad, but he's just struggling sometimes. Okay. So on the stats here it says possession Atletico Madrid 51% and Real Madrid 49%. I've not got the same possession stats. I've also got some that say Real Madrid 57%, and I actually believe the 51% to Atletico Madrid. It seems more plausible to me. Lamar on the ball. Carrera just in behind that midfield, and he spreads it out to Carrasco, and Carrasco's got space to run at again. Lucas holding his position but struggling. Oh, and a 1-2 with Suarez and gets Carrasco in. Lucas is just pushing him out towards the corner flag. Well played. Ooh, will that be a foul? On the edge of the box. It isn't, and Carrasco is enraged. So yeah. He falls over Carrasco. He wants a foul from Lucas, and he's the one pulling on Lucas's shirt. So I'm not really sure what he wanted. And then he swung his leg out in the back of Lucas's, so he wants the foul for that. I think that's pushing the boat a bit. I'm just seeing this game between Liverpool and Fulham, and it's supposed to be plus 4 minutes of added time, and they're nearly at 6 minutes. So Liverpool now have officially lost at home to Fulham. That's a big result for Fulham, which means they're level on points with Brighton. Wow. This is going to be a great relegation fight in England. And Rodrigo looking to run at Atletico's defence, but Benzema tries getting on the ball, and Savic is there. Or Philip, I can't really see properly. Felipe. Shall I say Felipe? Is that better for the viewers? So 37 minutes gone. Currently 1-0 to Atletico Madrid. Ooh. And Asensio falls over the ball. Atletico Madrid regain possession comfortably. And Llorente looks to run in behind Nacho, and he gives the ball to Carrera. He's given him all sorts of problems, and the cross comes to Suarez. It was floated in quite high. Suarez doesn't have any power to use, so the ball, it is a volley from Suarez that bounced up in front of Courtois, easy to deal with for the goalkeeper. It was a bit too floated, the cross from Llorente, but I mean, what a last 12 months, 18 months it's been for Llorente. Definitely a player in Europe that we don't talk about enough. So just looking at the lineups for the Manchester derby, because there's another city starting with M that has a derby today. Cancelo, Diaz, Stones, Edison, Zinchenko, Gundogan, Rodrigo, De Bruyne, Mahrez, Gabriel Jesus and Sterling. And on the United side it's Henderson, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, Shaw, McTominay, Fred, James, Fernandes, Rashford and Martial. No surprises there. But De Gea's still out. Okay. I think this is probably going to be it's going to be a stay 1-0 until half time. No team's creating any real chances. I think Real Madrid, excuse me. they're not looking too uncomfortable in the match, but they look lacking ideas. Jamie Davis, Liverpool have just lost another game. Yeah, I just mentioned, Jamie, keep up, mate. So, it's not the fact that they lost another game. Well, it kind of is, but now that's 8 games at home in a row where they haven't won. So before, I mean, they lost to Fulham today, so that's their 6th game in a row at home that they've lost. The 2 before that was West Brom and Manchester United, which they drew, so 8 games at home they have not won. Random. This is awesome. I watch games and I have commentators off, and I'm listening to you. Thank you. It's always a pleasure. Just get in touch, Random. Any questions? I'm here to answer them. So yeah, now 39 minutes gone, and Asensio gets a cross in, and I was just looking away for 1 minute, so I don't know if it's been deflected for a corner, but I don't think so. Yes, lacking not too many chances in this game. Why are they not putting on Marcelo? Now, Lauren Fernandez, I will answer that quite simply, because Marcelo actually has a terrible record when he's been playing for Real Madrid this season. So he has been injured, but I think it was in 2020 he hadn't won a single game where Marcelo was playing. Marcelo is probably not the same player, and now that you mention it, maybe Mendy is culpable for that goal because he was just not there. He wasn't defending, but Mendy doesn't look like he's playing as a defender in this game. He's more high up the pitch. He's not bringing much to the game. I don't know many times where he has actually touched the ball. But him and Asensio look like they're trying to occupy the same space, and it's not really working for Real Madrid at the moment. They probably need some more interchange, someone who could be a bit more dynamic at the left back, or change of formation for Real Madrid. But yeah, I'm not sure Marcelo is the option to change this game into Real Madrid's favour. They're looking at a handball. That's what they're looking at for Real Madrid. A handball in the box. Very pertinent claim from Real Madrid. Oh wait, they're not. Are they looking at a handball? I can't tell. They're playing replays and I'm getting a bit lost here. No, they are. The referee stopped the game and he's getting a message into his ear. Yeah, exactly. They're looking at the handball. I think this will be given. Towards Real Madrid. It just about touches his arm, ever so slightly, but it's still a handball in the law of the game. So it's unfortunate for Atletico Madrid. They've defended valiantly. They always do. Yeah, it's Felipe who has his arm stuck out, and it just the slightest of touches, but it does take it away from Casemiro, who could have shot at goal if the ball had come towards him. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. The referee is taking his time though, so you can tell it's not an easy call. We'll see what he comes back with. Give Real Madrid a chance to get back into the game before half time. He has not given a penalty. Wow, I'm personally shocked. I'm actually really shocked that he doesn't give a penalty there. Yeah, Felipe got away with that there. I'm trying to remember the last penalty that Atletico Madrid conceded, and I think it was a goalkeeper who scored it. I can't remember the match though. Why isn't Ronaldo starting? Adam McNally. Let me just think about that one. Random saying Mendy is better in my opinion. I do share that opinion. I do think Mendy is better, so it makes sense. But he is not bringing a lot to the game. So do they change system where they have no left back and maybe a left wing back? I mean, look at what Simeone did. He brought Carrasco in as a left wing back. He wasn't even a left wing back by trade. He's not even a left back, and it's worked wonders. So, players can adapt. So I think now that's the rush of blood that Real Madrid needed to get back into this game. And I say that as Lucas just gives the ball away back to Atletico Madrid. Oh well, let's just say. So, 43 minutes gone, and Atletico Madrid in possession. Got away with one there. They could have had a penalty against them, but it's the goal from Suarez that is the difference for the moment. And it looks like looks like Madrid are almost Real Madrid are accepting that it'll be 1-0 at half time and go for it the second half. Carrasco run down the wing, taking on Varane. And he gets the pass to Suarez. Lamar now with the ball to Koke, Hermoso, and Atletico Madrid back in their own half. Composed from Atletico. Composed. Would you say that Mendy would play well as a left midfielder? I think he'd be a lot better, yeah. And, well, I say that, but he's not really the worst defensively, is he? There are definitely worse left backs. I'd like to see him try in left midfield, like a left wing back role. I'm not sure he'd be better, but I think it could be an improvement. I think Real Madrid probably need to look at more attacking options because they struggle with goals. There's no lying about it now. They struggle to get goals and they're lacking a lot of inspiration in this match. So if they put 3 at the back, maybe 5 in midfield, and offer a lot more support for Benzema, then they might have more attacking prowess. I'm just saying it's a suggestion. Random, will you be streaming another game today? It's not planned. Our timetable is so that there might be a game tomorrow stream, but no guarantees. No, this is the only one today. We had our good friend Jamie doing Ajax Groningen just earlier on, where Ajax won 3-1. I will show the highlights during half-time. And yeah, unfortunately no more games today. We're all unfortunately busy on Let's Talk Sport, so sorry about that, Random. I'm going to call you Random as the name that I see. But we do have streams coming up in the next week. We will. There is a rota that we are planning right now, and we do these streams very often, so keep in touch, you know, just hit that subscribe button and you'll get notified when we do them. So 2 minutes of added time now. Just about coming up to the first one. That wasn't a great sentence. Just coming to the end of the first minute of added time. And Real Madrid have sped things up a bit. Deflected shot from Cruz is dealt with very easily by Oblak. Catches the ball. Gonna slow down the game. Then who will be playing at left back when Mendy is left midfield? Marcelo. That's the problem. It's weird to say that in some positions Real Madrid don't have depth, but in some positions Real Madrid don't have depth. I mean, Lucas is not even the starting right back either, so you have Carvajal there, who's been injured. I don't know if they've tried anyone else at left back than Mendy and Marcelo this season. Tell me if you know. Mohamed Arief, fake. Well, that's the way it goes. Oh, what do you mean fake, Mahmed? So now Lamar looks like he's down injured. I don't think it's the end of the world if Lamar's injured. I mean, they can bring on João Felix, which sounds like a bit of a luxury, doesn't it? It's Casemiro who kicks the ball into the back of his legs. Not once, but twice. That's got to be a yellow card at least for Casemiro. Okay, so half-time has been called and no card for Casemiro, but there was malice in that. There was some real malice in that kick at the end. And Casemiro has been the player who has actually helped Real Madrid's structure in midfield. So, just to go over a few stats at half-time. It says here on my other stats, I've got multiple different stats up. 47% possession for Atletico. Christo BV Media, do you always live when Real Madrid is playing? Not always, but we'll definitely try and do some more because we've not done a lot of La Liga, so that is on the cards. But usually, we're actually big fans of Bundesliga, so me and my friend Jamie are often on Bundesliga matches, and we have multiple people that come on, so that could be something that might interest you. Stephen McDonald, do you think that Liverpool will make Europe this season? I'm going to go out on a limb and say no. I mean, it depends what you mean by Europe. Europa League? Or Europa Conference? I think Europa Conference is for 6th place, if I'm not wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. So I think it's that, and I think Liverpool can get 6th place. Yes, this spat or this run of bad form can't go on forever, can it? So they will pick up, and they have had some pretty hard games. So now next they've got Wolves, they've got Arsenal, Aston Villa, Leeds, and Newcastle before the Manchester United game. Realistically, they should be winning all those. In Liverpool's high standards, they should be winning those. Obviously, their standards have dropped recently. I think they'll make 6th or 5th at least. I'm not sure about 4th. I think they're just losing too many points, and shockingly losing too many points. So I don't think 4th is viable this season. And to come back to the Atletico Madrid match, just going to go over some stats. You've got possession, which is 47% to Atletico Madrid, 53% to Real Madrid. 4 shots from Atletico and 6 from Real Madrid, which is quite surprising. 2 on target for Atletico and 1 on target for Real Madrid. And then just to look at some other, I'm trying to look at some other stats to see if there's actually anything interesting. It says 1 big chance for Atletico Madrid and none for Real Madrid. Having said all that, Real Madrid did look very lethargic. So something needs to change if they want to stay in contention to the title. Atletico Madrid's game plan worked, exploiting behind Real Madrid's defence that can't really handle with quick build-up play, and stay low and defend deep when Real Madrid do attack. Benzema's not getting the support that he wants. The midfield is very condensed for Atletico Madrid, so the chances aren't coming to him, and he doesn't really know how to get in those positions, Benzema, when there are 3 at the back. So perfect game plan from Atletico Madrid. I think Real Madrid really need to try a different formation, because the 4-3-3, especially with the likes of Asensio, who's going to just roam wherever he wants, Rodrigo, who's just going to stay stuck out wide, it's so unbalanced. So Zidane will have to change things up at half time. And more comments. I don't know what is Europa Conference League. Okay, so UEFA have introduced a 3rd competition for next season. There's the Champions League, there's the Europa League, and then there's the Europa Conference League. It's a 3rd tier European competition. I'm not sure how it's going to be, the format. I think there are details in it, but I personally don't know them. It's just a new European competition, but for lower tier teams, even worse than Europa League. So now, what usually happens is in the Champions League, if you're 3rd in your group, you are relegated to the Europa League for the knockout stages. The same principle will apply for the Europa League to the Europa Conference. If you're 3rd in the Europa League group stages, you will be in the Europa Conference League knockout stages. It just means more football. Just basically means more football. We'll see next season what it's like. I'll give it a go. I'm not the biggest Europa League fan anyway, but I'll try seeing what Europa Conference League is like. So 1-0 at the break. It's Suarez who is the difference maker for Atletico Madrid at the moment. And Real Madrid need to get their act together. They really do. After the win that Barcelona had against Osasuna yesterday, it's going to be key. So, going to be back with you in a short while. For the meantime, we're going to watch over Ajax versus Groningen with my good friend Jamie. The highlights from
Here come Ajax.
So
it's into the box. It's into the box. Good chance here. Oh, and he's found the net. And it's taken a deflection, and Kravenberger's got the goal for Ajax early in this game. We've only just reached 5 minutes, and already Ajax have the goal. First goal of the game. It didn't take them long for the hosts. Let's have a look at it again. It was from the right wing, came into the box. And he had it near the goalkeeper, and then he played it through to Kravenberg, completely unmarked, just on the edge of the box, went for a shot, and it took a deflection off one of the defenders, which it was right at him, so it was a big moment for him, but he just couldn't kick it at the right time. Hit his right foot, deflected it into the back of the net. And just over 5 minutes gone already. It's Ajax 1, Groningen 0. Here come Ajax. Oh, and they're through on goal. This could be it. Haller scores 2-0. And Neres, unselfish with the pass across to Sebastian Haller to tap it in. And that might just be it. Yeah, I don't know if he's Was Neres offside? I don't think he was. It was Tadic with the pass through to him. Then Neres across to Haller, which the goalkeeper pad was right in front of Haller, so it could have gone either way. But he just got the tap in case. But VAR is in progress. They're checking if it's a goal. I did have a feeling they'd check. I think it might count though. Both teams are back in their own halves before they resume. And it is a goal. Camp, whose shot is blocked. It's now with Alvarez. Timber with the cross. And Alvarez has a shot blocked. And I think it's a penalty. And it's a penalty from the referee. Ajax. And I think it was Alvarez with the shot that took a deflection off one of the Groningen defenders. And it hit his arm. Or it hit his elbow, but he had his arms like that, so the ball hit him like that. Or he is kind of stopping it from going in. The referee's just, I mean, he has given it a penalty, so we're just waiting for Tadic to take the penalty. So Tadic up against Pad from this. Here we go then. Tadic! Oh, he's hit the crossbar! Oh, it's not gone in! And it's out of the penalty area. Oh! And now here come Groningen on the run on the left-hand side. Al Hankari. Oh, they couldn't get into the box, and there is a free kick for FC Groningen. And Tadic, the captain, has missed. Oh, they're having a VAR check. They're not going to retake the penalty, are they? I think they are. Oh dear, yeah, so the penalty is going to be retaken. So Ajax are going to have it taken again, because when Tadic took the kick, there was one or two Groningen players that went into the box just before he took the kick. So because of that, Ajax are going all the way back to the penalty spot to take the penalty. So Tadic takes it, bottom right corner of the net. It's a goal this time, and Ajax for sure have 3 goals, and 3 points looks to be on its way for Ajax at the top of the Eredivisie table. Ajax 3, Groningen 0. Had to take it a second time, but this time Pad didn't even move a muscle. And here come FC Groningen with a free kick. It's from the right-hand side that comes in. Free header, and it's a goal! Oh, they've come out late now, haven't they, Groningen? 3-1, they've got a header. And it's into the top corner of the net. Stecklenburg will not get his clean sheet today. It was a great free kick, great header. Ajax probably could have done better in the defending, but you sometimes just can't stop it. It's a great header. Stecklenburg, no chance. And it's 3-1 with 6 minutes to go. They need 2 more goals, though, to save themselves from defeat. Messaoudi with the goal. Is there any chance for Groningen to turn this around or to get a draw here? Who knows? 5 minutes to go. We've seen crazy things in last-minute football.
I am back. That was our friend Jamie before with the live stream, and I've accidentally put the first half of it. No. That was Jamie Davis with the game Ajax 3, Groningen 1. He likes to cover some Eredivisie. So some streams for that will also be coming up. Just put those notifications on, then you'll know when we're up. So 1-0 to Real Madrid. Atletico Madrid. My apologies. Got some comments as per usual. And Jamie Davis saying subscribed. I'm gonna guess why. If anyone is lurking through those comments thinking who is Jamie Davis who's put that tick, he is the guy who was on just before. So deceptive much? Yeah, pretty much. Random again, saying, what do you think about VAR? I have some issues with it. I don't have a problem with VAR. I I have a problem with the implementation of it. For instance, when you see Eric Peters yesterday handball it, not the one where the referee did give it and then reverted the decision, reversed the decision, but the one before where his arm is sticking out and VAR doesn't intervene. At that point, I have got a problem with the referees who are implementing VAR. How is that not a penalty? I'm just curious, because then I was watching Match Today and they were mentioning that the referee came out and said that it was because it was a close proximity that he couldn't give the handball. Hold up. There have been closer calls that have been given by VAR, yet that one wasn't. It seems a bit conspicuous. I think the referees in England have fallen to a certain standard, which is not good. If you look at the incident last week with, I don't know if anyone saw Brighton versus West Brom with the Lewis Dunk incident, where he asks the referee if he can take the free kick, and then he does take the free kick, but then he re-whistles before the ball goes into the net. So it shows that the referee is lacking a lot of confidence, and I just think they're incompetent as well. Lacking confidence and incompetent are the two worst mixes when you're on a football pitch, especially for the guy who's going to receive only scrutiny and not praise. Yeah, I think we need to have a good look at ourselves as the British referees, because the standard is not good enough, and that's why there were no English referees that went to the World Cup in 2018, because they're not good enough. So it doesn't help that fans send death threats to referees, or that clubs make comments on referees and on social media or things like that. It's making a referee's job harder. So we all have a responsibility in the football community to unite and help those who actually officiate the game. So that's a very long answer for a brief question, but I've got nothing against VAR, because those offside decisions, as much as they are silly sometimes, it technically is offside. I'm going to go back again to say Match of the Day we'll watch are the ones who are the first to criticise these offside decisions, yet before VAR was introduced, they were bringing their own graphics to say that certain players were just that much offside. So they're hypocrites. We're all hypocrites. We want VAR, then when we have it and they use it in the way that we have initially judged certain actions, then we complain. So I don't have anything against VAR. I just think that the people officiating it, finding where the arm is, sometimes it's stupid, but most of the time it genuinely is offside. So I've got less complaints than others. It's the implementation that I have a problem with. Are you pro or anti VAR? Random. And as per usual, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll respond to all the messages that come up. So don't hesitate. Oh, and we've got 2 more since I last checked. So thank you to all of you who have subscribed. That means in the past, I think I've got, is that 24 in the past couple of days? Which is, we're very happy with. Keep on coming, and we'll try and cover as many matches as we can. We've got a calendar, we have organised ourselves now, and our friend Jamie is always committed to doing these, as well as others like Joe Stanley. We're getting a team together, so keep out for them. So, other news today, Premier League, I'm going to go over some results. Premier League, West Brom versus Newcastle ended 0-0, and that means that Newcastle leapfrogged Brighton to now be 16th place, whereas West Brom closed the gap to Fulham by 1 point. So it was still quite a big gap, but now that Fulham beat Liverpool just before 1-0, they have a 2-point margin now on West Brom compared to yesterday. And in the Bundesliga, you had FC Cologne playing against Werder Bremen. That's coming to an end, 1-1, which means 2 mid-side tables get a point. No other comment. And a lot of Italian matches today. AS Roma winning 1-0 against Bologna. That puts them just back into 4th spot ahead of Atalanta. Crotone getting a 4-2 win against Torino. Bottom of the table clash there, which is an interesting one. Well, bottom. Torino now in the relegation zone. And Crotone now on 15 points, one point behind Parma. But Parma before last, Crotone last. Fiorentina drawing 3-3 with Parma. So, mad day in Italy. And AC Milan winning 2-0 against Verona. So, they're now 3 points behind Inter Milan. Before Inter Milan's game, I think it's tomorrow against Atalanta. Or is it tonight? It's tomorrow against Atalanta, yes. Got that right, yeah. And Sampdoria Cagliari coming up, and Napoli Bologna. And in La Liga, we had Huesca, who lost 3-4 to Celta Vigo earlier on today. Doesn't really do much for Celta Vigo. They go ahead of Levante and Granada, but it's still mid-table, so they're quite a way off 4th place. They're quite a way off 5th place as well, so we'll see if they can push for Europe, but I doubt it. More comments. Hi, I'm from Portugal. We have problem with referees and VAR here too. We may have foreign referees in our league soon. I like the idea of that. I like the idea of foreign referees. I'm not against importing other talent. I don't see why in England we have so many foreign players, but we have just English managers, and the same for other countries. I think if you export referees as well, you will be importing the best quality. I'm all for it. I don't know if anyone else is. Random. I don't know. It's just made me mad every time, but it is offside or it is a penalty. So I know that's the thing. It seems stupid. You don't want to be offside. You don't want your team to be offside because of a sleeve. It seems absurd, but then where do you draw the line? There are multiple things that aren't very easy to judge and deal with, and I do have some sympathy for those referees, but then some do get decisions wrong. Adam McNally saying, all right, no need to bring it up. Okay, sorry. Steve McDonald, do you think that Zlatan will keep up his goal-scoring ability next season? I do think he's going to start struggling. It depends what Milan do, if they can bring in some real good players or not. He's not going to play week in, week out now. He's currently injured, if I'm not wrong. So these injuries keep coming now. This is his third of the season, I want to say. I might be wrong. So he's getting to an age where it is difficult. He's 39? You can't keep this up for much longer. I'm surprised already with the impact he had at Milan. So if he is to do that again, credit to him, but I don't think so. I think Milan, because of their young squad, they will be looking to bring in a young striker, because they brought in Mandzukic, another older striker. Excuse me. Or maybe try putting Leao up there. I don't think Pioli will try that. But I think this summer they were looking to get a striker in. Also, depending on the Donnarumma situation. If they keep Donnarumma, then I think their main goal will be to get a striker and some depth in midfield. Benacer and Kessie will be that starting midfield, and Tonali one day. And defence, Tomori comes in. I think it's been good for the moment. Tomori next to Chiara and Ramanogli. I can never say his name. The good set of players. Just that striker, it's aging a bit. So back in the second half, and 7 minutes in, so I've been blabbering. And for the moment, it looks like none of the teams have made any changes, so maybe Zidane is sticking to the same system as before. But Correa's really looking lively in the second half. I mean, just on the pressing sense. But now Mendy's got space to run into in that midfield, and he's going to run at that Atletico Madrid back line. He just brings it out to Asensio, and the danger is overridden, shall we say. Ooh, Lucas with a cross in now. Oh, Savic deals with it. It was a poor cross in the end. It was a poor cross, lifted up about a few centimetres from the ground, so no danger for Savic. So Real Madrid had 2 corners in this match. This is to be the third. Comes in and Felipe deals with it quite comfortably. Yeah. But I'm going to come back to another comment from Diogo Vena saying the Portuguese refereeing. Is it bad? Do you watch any other football? Would you say it's worse in Portugal than other places? Would you say it's better? Would you say that the English referees are the worst? What are your opinions on the standards of refereeing just generally? Asensio being closed down by Trippier and Correa. Pushed over there. Bit of a soft foul to give away. I say that, but then he didn't give the penalty for Real Madrid before, so it seems a bit of an odd one. That he's given these soft fouls, but then the penalty that, in my opinion, should have been a penalty. I don't think Real Madrid exactly deserved it by the way they're playing, but it was a penalty. For me, that was a penalty. So free kick out wide. Good chance for Toni Kroos to deliver it in. Just waiting for him to kick it. And delivered outside the box to Lucas, and Lucas's shot is deflected. Oh, and they're scrambling near the penalty spot. But they get it away. Koke is going to hold it up near the halfway line. Correa gets the ball, and he's got space now. Bring it out to Carrasco. And Carrasco looks like he's going to take on Lucas 1-1, and he does. He gets the cross in, and Lamar is just on his heels there. Unfortunate. If Lamar was a bit more proactive, he could get in front of Varane there and tap in that shot, that cross. Now it's Correa. Casemiro deals with him well. Oh, and Benzema's pass is just completely off there. Atletico Madrid back in possession. Yeah, there's no pressure from Real Madrid. There's no sense of urgency. Well, it's still only the 50th minute, so I should calm myself in my claims. But there's no pressing. It just looks like they want to keep their shape, but it's still quite open. I mean, I understand that the defence is quite open if you're pressing high up the pitch, but they're not doing that, so I'm not sure what instructions Zidane gives his players, because it doesn't seem like a lot. Now Nacho on the ball. Bringing it forward, he's no pressure on him whatsoever, and the person currently occupying that space for Atletico Madrid was Suarez, and didn't really make an effort to get back and just let Nacho go through. Now that is the problem when you've got someone like Suarez. I think he's a great player, and I think he can still offer a lot, but he's not going to run 90 minutes like a Simeone team can, or a Simeone team would normally. But top scorer, 17 goals, so who's complaining? Is it true that Zlatan will be playing in Euro for Sweden? Now, shot in from, was it Benz? No, it's Nacho. Dealt with relatively easily by Oblak. Cross comes in from Casemiro. It's one of those Kevin De Bruyne style ones. You know, outside the box, swerves it in. Benzema just can't get to it, and Nacho climbs above Trippier. And dealt with by Oblak. Is it true Zlatan's going to play for Sweden? I've heard that no. I only hear that it's Zlatan who's interested in that. Ooh, and Atletico Madrid have a chance. Oh, what a save by Courtois. Ooh, and the volley afterwards from Llorente just goes over. So Courtois' save there, one-on-one with, I think it was Carrasco. Ball played through quickly by Atletico Madrid again. 1-2. And they break that Real Madrid defence so easily with just quick play. And Carrasco, unfortunate not to get the goal there, but a good save from Courtois. The ball comes back out on the edge of the box, and Llorente tries volleying it, but it goes over. And it looks like Madrid players are back in the goal to protect it, if ever. Anyway, come back to Zlatan. I think not, because he's mentioned this coming out of retirement before, and it's never materialised, has it? Because the Swedish FA seem to, well, not the FA, the Swedish team usually like to keep that team that has helped them get qualified for these tournaments. So I guess they'll do the same, Sweden. I don't think they'll be meddling around too much. And yeah, just looking back on that chance from Carrasco, Varane tries playing it out from the back, not really looking where he's placed in the pass, and it's just easy for Atletico Madrid. As I mentioned, they're not exactly running every single second of the match. They're pressing. They're half pressing. They're not pressing. They're just there. They're just there in Real Madrid's half in case Real Madrid make any errors. And just by the fact, I think it's Carrero who's there, just being there. He doesn't have to work extremely hard. It's just that Real Madrid are giving them the ball. And my word, I'm that in the Manchester match. It's been 1 minute, and it's a penalty for Manchester United. My word, 1 minute gone, and Gabriel Jesus gives up a penalty. So Bruno Fernandes steps forward. So yeah, another chance from Atletico Madrid, and Carrasco gets him behind, pulls it back to Suarez, who's close, and Courtois deals with it. So it's 1-0 to Man United. Okay, so what do you think? Who do you think are the top 5 greatest players of all time? I'd love to have a great opinion on that, but I'm still only 25, so I haven't seen enough players. I was a big fan of Henry when I was growing up. That in that Arsenal era where he was just dominating. I was too young to see the Invincibles. I didn't really see that, but Henry was always just an amazing player. So of all time, you've got to put Maradona. Do you put Pele in there? I think you do. Maradona, Messi, Ronaldo, and let's think of another outside the box. Cruyff. I mean, even looking back on all the videos, I'm a big fan of watching Cruyff and just him inventing that trick, the Cruyff turn. I know there are a lot of different skills nowadays, but that was something revolutionary in that time. Yeah, so Courtois had a lot to do in this second half already. Real Madrid have a corner. And it goes outside the box, and Lucas's volley goes nowhere. So now Atletico Madrid are looking a lot better, and Real Madrid are looking a lot worse. I said Zidane needs to change things up. Well, he's paying the price. So, Steve McDonald, to go to that question again, I think I'm just going to put Maradona, Pele, Cruyff, Ronaldo, Messi in there. Is it too easy saying that? Oh my, it was nearly 2-0 to United. Who would you think, Steve McDonald? Who are your 5 greatest players of all time? So, Sal comes on, and I just missed who came off. That's on me. Sal just came off, and I can't find for whom it was. It was for Lamar. So Lamar looked like he got injured in the first half, but I don't think it was that. There we go. BB, Atletico Madrid going to win. Real fan can go to sleep, bruh. I do think Atletico Madrid are in a better position, and they're running at them now. Llorente really running quite quickly there, and Rodrigo no chance. Suarez has got time outside the box, and his shot is comfortably wide. Yeah, Real Madrid are pushing higher up. They're not changing system. They're just giving Atletico Madrid more chances. Is that the way that you'd beat Atletico Madrid? No? But Llorente does really well there. He beats Toni Kroos and he takes on Rodrigo and then gives it to Suarez, and Suarez has time out of the box to pick his shot. Doesn't pick well, but it's still a good action. Okay, in your opinion, first Messi, second Pele, Maradona, Ronaldo, either Xavi or Di Stefano. Okay, some good shots. And I don't know enough about Di Stefano. And Xavi, yeah, very underrated. Very, very underrated player, Xavi. Always a joy to watch him play, just the Spanish national team. And I know people will say it was probably boring watching Spain. Still got to admire the way he pulls the strings in that midfield. So now it's Carrasco out wide, and he's going to take on Lucas again. You could just tell. And he does so well. 1-2 of Suarez. Just goes out for a goal kick. Oh, no, it doesn't. Oh, it does. Unfortunate there. Carrasco falls and kind of fizzles out that action. Where do you think Messi goes after he leaves Barcelona? My opinion, he stays at Barcelona. Who will pay for Messi's salary? Only realistically Man City and PSG, and I don't see Man City paying that sort of salary to Messi. I don't think it's actually feasible for anyone to pay it unless Messi takes a big cut. And even Chinese clubs can't offer those salaries anymore, so I think Messi stays. I'm not sure how Barcelona pay for it because he's on extremely high salary. So, okay, so Zidane has just made 2 substitutions. Valverde on for Asensio, which probably makes sense, despite Asensio getting a few crosses in, really not doing much apart from that. And Rodrigo coming off of Vinicius, so another wise decision if you ask me. I think those are the 2 players that should have come off. But by the players that he's putting on, how much is Zidane trying to change the system? Is he going to go for a 4-4-2? Is Valverde going to play out wide? I prefer Valverde in midfield. I haven't followed Valverde for a while though, so. Yeah, I'm not too sure what Zidane's going to try and do, but we'll see in good time. And Carrera looks... No, he's not down. No, just exasperation. Oh. Yeah, he scuffled a shot there. It was a hard one to get a grasp of. So yeah, to answer your question, random, I think Messi stays at Barcelona. I don't know how, but I think he does. Or does he retire? Atletico Madrid dropping deep again, and it's actually Carrera who's playing out on the right. There's 5 in front. Well, right. They're almost a 3-man midfield. Coco. Oh no, I'm getting that wrong. I'll try and reevaluate this. And Mendy looking to get across him, but Trippier's not giving him the space. Just rolling the ball. Over to Casemiro outside the box, and the lofted ball in. Trippier's not taking any risks. Puts it out for a corner. Okay, so I think Trippier was calling for an offside on either Benzema or... Who's coming in behind him? But none of them were offside. It was Trippier cutting the offside trap there. Atletico Madrid look to get away. No, Real Madrid don't let them. Well played from Real Madrid. That's one thing Koke can do. He can bring the ball forward quite energetically. So as long as you don't give him that chance, then you've at least cut off one danger. Do you think that Haaland or Mbappe will make the move to Madrid? I think Mbappe will. I don't know when yet again, but I think he will. Maybe next year. I think he'll sign an extension with PSG, but there will be a clause. That being said, Real Madrid can't afford Mbappe this summer or Haaland. I think Haaland goes to City. I think it's too much the easy option because his dad played there. But I think City have the financial means to pay for Haaland and do have a space for him in that squad. Mbappe, I think it's just idealistically Real Madrid. That's what it's got to be for him. And the one who would probably be willing to pay that salary. Real Madrid haven't gone through that sort of Galactico cycle for a while, so will they try again with someone like... will they go for someone like Mbappe again and try and retain this... or regain this reputation as a Galactico with Mbappe? I think they will soon enough. I think they will, but not this summer due to the pandemic. BB Steve, do you work for McDonald's? Carrasco is just gone into the book there. And he's not happy about it. 63 minutes gone. It's still 1-0 to Atletico Madrid, and it's the goal from Suarez that makes difference. Oh, it's Felix coming on. That's the change. Aha. It's still a luxury substitution when you can have João Felix on the bench, isn't it? So for the sake of this, I am not going to put his whole name. I'm going to put just Felix because I will not be able to find the accents. Yep. Nah, Atletico Madrid on the ball again. Spreads out wide. Does this mean... I'm guessing Sal Niguez is going to take up that left wing back position, maybe. Just a guess, though. Trippy. Got lots of space on that right hand side. Oh, and he's put it through to Llorente, and weak challenges from Real Madrid there, and he could just run through. They do get it away in the end, but poor from Real Madrid again. And Vinicius Jr. Oh, and he dribbles past well Correa and Koke. Tony Cruz on the ball. Spreads out to Lucas on a poor touch. Hermoso gets it. No, it doesn't get a chance. But Vinicius on the far post heads it wide. So yeah, Real Madrid have changed it up a bit. Just a bit. Will this be enough? Don't know. Just replaying the Carrasco chance, and that's a really good save from Courtois. It's a really good save. That'd have probably been game set match, because you couldn't imagine Real Madrid getting more than one goal, could you? Who will win the Champions League this year? Is it too easy to say Bayern? No, I think Man City actually will win this season. So yet again, as most of my answers have been today, I don't know how, I don't know where, and I don't know why. Yeah, you said, of course, Bayern Munich now. I'm not convinced by Bayern Munich. They concede so many goals that there is going to be a point where Lewandowski's going to have a bad day. So can they rely on Lewandowski just to get them out of jail? I don't think in every match, no. So I think they will meet their match in the Champions League, whether it be in the final or I don't know where. But I think Bayern Munich could be in trouble because they will always concede a goal. Oh, and Oblak taking a risk there against Vinicius Jr. But Atletico Madrid still have possession deep in their own half. They're struggling to get it out, though. And the foul from Sal there. Had to put that one in. Real Madrid play quickly and think they want to try and get the ball into the box as soon as possible, but Atletico Madrid get back quick enough. Yeah, as I was mentioning, I don't think Bayern Munich are exactly favourites. I think Man City are. I think Bayern Munich are strong second favourites. Don't get me wrong, they are still a class team, but retaining the Champions League is rarely something that a team does. Too many messages, can't be bothered. So, don't forget, and just to mention now, Rafael Varane putting his foot in on Suarez there. Might have got a yellow for that. Oh, he does get a yellow. He does. There we go. And he's having a pretty poor game, Varane. Be worried seeing that. Yeah, and Atletico Madrid are starting to tire a bit. Long balls in, just hopeful. They're not able to play out the back from them before. Sal's surname kind of says it. Yeah, I had to say foul from Sal, that was. Or you could say that Atletico Madrid needed some impetus, so better call Sal. Yep, that's all my jokes for today. So, 68 minutes, 1-0 to Atletico, the red side of Madrid. And it's been a good game plan from them, well executed, but this is, I mean, even when they lose, their game plan is still solid. Goal kick that Oblak looks like he's going to take long. And he does. But Real Madrid regained possession. And Casemiro is so important in that Real Madrid midfield. I think they'd be well out of this game without someone like him in midfield. Ooh, and a good through ball from Mendy, but Benzema's touch just lets him down. He was through in on goal there, Benzema, if his touch was just a bit better. It looks like I think it was Koke who passed back, who tried passing through the Real Madrid defence, but João Felix's run was somewhat halted by himself. I think he was very annoyed by that. It's getting a bit scrappy for Atletico Madrid. The passing is getting poor, and I think Koke's given the ball away 2 or 3 times in the last 5 minutes. What would you say of holding Real Madrid back from being European powerhouse they were, or not having Ronaldo? I think just a lot in Real Madrid, and I think the biggest problem now, people are going to call for my head for me saying it, but I think the biggest thing holding back Real Madrid at the moment is Zinedine Zidane. When you look at the players that Real Madrid have out on loan, there is a place for Odegaard in this squad. Things like that. Real Madrid have the players to dominate Europe. They still do. There's no denying that. Benzema is one of the best strikers in the world. I mean, if it weren't for Lewandowski, we would be saying he is one of the best. So all the tools are there. Ooh, good shot from Valverde there, and simple save from Courtois, from Oblak, but still sting in his gloves. I think they have everything to win the Liga, at least Real Madrid. They are current champions. But I think the problem this season is Zidane. Some decision and the similar lineup that he keeps going for, and they are very over-reliant on that midfield three. I don't know, I don't... Obviously, with Ronaldo, you've got a better chance of doing anything in Europe because he's one of the best players in the world. I don't know what Real Madrid could do more, except for change manager. I think a better manager would get more out of these players. Or at least have a more cohesive defensive plan or attacking plan. Because it looks like Real Madrid have not had a lot of instructions from their manager. And it looks like a card's coming out for Correa, is it? Yeah, it is. Cheap foul to give away. On Mendy. There's no need for that. The ball was already gone. It's a tactical foul. And what would be worrying for Atletico Madrid now is that Real Madrid is slowly getting up the pitch and look a bit more fluid than Atletico Madrid were on the ball. Atletico Madrid can't keep the ball anymore in this match. They keep giving it away, especially in their own half. Now Koke. Oh, he plays out well there with Suarez. Ooh, and that's a very good ball from Suarez. It looks like Sal just about couldn't get ahead of Varane, but he keeps the ball. A much quicker player, and they're in on goal there, Atletico Madrid. And see Koke, sorry, not Koke. Yeah, it is Koke, who loses the ball again. I think he's had a very bad second half, Koke. But who can sign for Real Madrid as manager currently? It's the big problem, isn't it? Who is currently qualified? I know I'm gonna get slated for this as well, but I agree. Technically is. Did a good job with Juventus despite the boring football, but let's be honest, it's not like Real Madrid are currently playing amazing football, so I'd say yeah, there is a candidate. It's just whether Real Madrid would go out down that route, and I don't think they will. So currently on the other match, the Manchester derby, it's 20 minutes in, still 1-0 to Manchester United. And I haven't really watched much of the game. Atletico Madrid currently in possession now. Slowing the game down. No pressure from Real Madrid. Comfortable. When Atletico Madrid are higher up the pitch, they can keep the ball quite comfortably. Ooh, and a through ball, and Llorente's on the end of it, and he's got space to run into on the byline now, and cross comes in. Oh, it just goes to Casemiro. He had multiple options, but it was a poorly executed cross there. Now Valverde breaks with it. But not for long. They have slowed it down as well, Real Madrid, and this game is slowing down now. Oh, Benzema gets a shot away, and it goes over the bar. Atletico Madrid just went asleep then. On the edge of the box, Benzema getting a shot away. Valverde just casually put it to Lucas, and Lucas, first time, puts it to Benzema, who's on the edge of the box. Not had his best day, Benzema. Not been influential in any of Real Madrid's build-up play. And is he coming back from injury too soon? Maybe. He doesn't exactly look 100% fit. And the ball is just in the air there, and no one's moving. A lot of these players are just standing still, which I find really quite strange. The ball is in the air, and most of them are standing still for both sides. Are they tired? There's a foul for Real Madrid, and I'm not really too sure where that came from. Just check. Okay, terrific. And now Vinicius Junior puts it over the top for Mendy. He's got Felipe on his tail. Oh no, sorry, that was Savage. Good sliding tackle. Really kills any momentum that Real Madrid had moving forward there. Toni Kroos on the ball. Puts out to Casemiro. Back to Kroos. Exchanging between each other. And Real Madrid just sitting in front of Atletico Madrid's final third. The cross comes in from Valverde. And Koke intercepts it, and it's away from Atletico Madrid. Oh, and Suarez is going to have a race with Nacho here. Nacho's sliding tackle is just enough. Valverde gets back and does well. Dangerous there. See, Real Madrid are opening themselves up for chances now. I'd say it's worrying, because Atletico Madrid now had defending these situations, yet Real Madrid is still giving Atletico those chances. I mean, that wasn't a chance, it was, but Suarez could have been in on goal if Nacho would have mistimed his tackle. And Lucas slips on the ground and puts the ball out for Atletico Madrid for a throw-in. So, 76 minutes in, still Suarez's goal that's the difference between these two sides. It's been okay. Tactical battle, an interesting one. Simeone, we know how he can defend. And it's just come up with distance covered stats, and the two who have covered the most is Lucas and Toni Kroos with 9.9 and then 9.7 for Toni Kroos. The distance covered in kilometers, sorry. So we have a unit. Not surprising. I mean, Atletico Madrid have held their shape. They're not going to go running after the ball. Toni Kroos and Lucas are in very much free roaming positions, so no surprise that they're covering a lot more distance. And the goalkeeper actually goes to an Atletico Madrid player, and they've still got possession. But the long ball over from Trippier, Suarez against Nacho, it's not one that Suarez is going to get. Oh, and Koke's done well to get through players there, and the foul's been given against Varane. I'm surprised he's given that one. I think Nagelsmann will be in Real in the future. Okay, I had this theory we talked about on our stream. I think it was last night. I can't remember. I think Hansi Flick gets the Germany international job, and Nagelsmann goes to Bayern Munich. Nagelsmann is one for the future. I think he's even now one of the best managers in Europe. And he's still only 33. It's kind of mad. He might be at Real Madrid someday. I think he's got a long managerial career ahead of him, but I think his next club is Bayern Munich. So Atletico Madrid going to take the free kick. Trippier to take it. And will he play quickly with Correa? Doesn't look like it. In my opinion, he should have. Puts it into the box. Who is it getting in the box? Yeah, there's only Felipe getting into the box, really. João Felix is on the left-hand side of the box and Suarez on the right-hand side. They're not really getting onto that last defender, so I think the cross was a bit useless. And Real Madrid looked to break, but they defended well at Atletico Madrid, but then gave the ball away cheaply from Correa, and Vinicius Jr. is going to run at Felipe, and Benzema gets a shot away, and it's a good save from Oblak. It's a great double save. Oh, he does well to get on the cross. Oblak just has to stay strong, and then he gets up quickly, which Oblak does really well. I mean, that's second time he gets up. Quick to react, but poor from Correa to give away to Vinicius Jr., and they just play around Atletico Madrid again, and the cross is perfect, but Benzema still is stretching for it, and luckily Oblak gets up. And now play continues, and I think it's a free kick to Real Madrid on the edge of the box, and João Felix picks up a card. Disappointing for a game from Felix again. Yeah, he commits a foul on Mendy, and it was rash. It was so rash. There was no need for that. Always the same. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, get in touch. As usual, I'm here to answer your questions. So 4-man wall. 1 to block the ground shot. Who will take it, Benzema or Cruz? I think it's Benzema. Looks like he's the one eyeing it up. $80 minutes gone. Can Real Madrid get the equaliser they need? Benzema to take the shot and forces the parry out of Oblak on his far post. Nearly goes for Oblak, but he recovers. Clever movement from Vinicius Jr. to hide Oblak's angle there, but Oblak deals with it. And Real Madrid now Courtois in possession. And yet again, Atletico Madrid aren't pressing high, but they're just there in Real Madrid's half. And it looks like Koke gives away the foul there. Could have gone to the referee's book for that one. They're really throwing themselves at these tackles now, Atletico Madrid. Seems a bit like panic mode. But yeah, they're re-showing that shot from Benzema, and I think Oblak does well for the first shot already. It's a terrific save with his left arm, and he gets up quickly to save the second. And he's on course to get another clean sheet, Oblak. So Correa's just come off, and it's can't see who's come on actually. Try and find it. Has Correa come off? I think I've missed something here. Yes, so 1-0. Currently Luis Suarez's goal, his 17th of the season. That separates these two sides. Big 3 points for Atletico Madrid if they can get it, because earlier in the season they lost 2-0 to Real Madrid, and they haven't won this game since, I can't remember when the last time was. When was the last time they won? Was it 2017 in this game they won against Real Madrid? So big if they can pull it off. So yeah, just about to change the substitutions, and I can't find it. So Koke is the one who came off, right? Yeah, you already liked and subscribed. Well, thank you, Random. Who do you think is going to win the top 5 leagues? Okay, let's go over this then. England, it's going to be City. I don't think there's any contest about that, is there? City are going to win it, right? Despite them currently losing now. Germany, you still put Bayern as favourites. They've got to be. It's Bayern, and Leipzig, they realistically can't afford to drop any points, maybe 2 maximum until the end of the season to be able to win. So I think it's a bit of a long shot for Leipzig, and Leipzig are outperforming themselves anyway. Nagelsmann's doing wonders there. In France, I'd like to say PSG because it's the easy answer, but they keep slipping up when they've got a chance to overtake. So, and Lyon, it's a bit the same, and Lyon with no European action haven't managed to push for that first spot. They are about 3 points behind Lille at the moment. I think Lille will do it. I think Lille will just about get over the line. So a bit of a shocker for there. And Serie A, Inter. Inter will win it. Inter haven't got European football anymore, and they're completely running away with it. I think it just shows who's the best manager in that league, and it's Antonio Conte. Like, love him or hate him, he is the best manager in that league. So, that in my opinion, yeah. So, did I miss one out? Germany, England, France, Spain? Yeah, Atletico Madrid. This win is big. This win is massive. If they win against Athletic Bilbao midweek, which they can do realistically, they go 8 points clear of Barcelona, and Barcelona exactly aren't consistent themselves, so to overcome an 8-point haul will be tough for them. Be really tough, and they haven't proven to anyone yet that they can do that. And if Atletico Madrid win this, then they are 11 points ahead of them, I think. So, yeah, Atletico Madrid, Lille, Inter, Bayern, and City. Ooh. I think in the United game, they're looking for a red card for... Oh, wait, no, they're not. They're not. Wasn't watching enough. So it's Carrera who came off, not Coco. I'm getting that wrong, aren't I? Okay, there we go, updated. Oof, and Suarez gives the ball away really cheaply there. Lack of concentration. Who do you think will win, Steve? Who do you think will win these top leagues? Cruz outside the box, gets a shot away. And Hermoso's there to clear it away. Pretty bad clearance though. Real Madrid is still deep into Atletico Madrid's half. Now it's Valverde. Cruz gets out to Vinicius Junior. Oh, said that wrong. Cross comes in, dealt with by Savic. Oh no, Felipe. They have similar physical characteristics, so I get those two confused. From a distance, at least. You see, now Courtois come out the goal quite far. Nacho. The ball just about gets through to Mendy. Now, if we look, Mendy is playing a lot higher in this second half. He doesn't look like a defender anymore. Suarez, one-on-one with Ran. Oh, and the ball is just bad to put in Sal. Sal tries keeping the ball, and the cross is a bit of a poor one in the end. Big chance for Atletico Madrid to get in on goal, and bad ball from Suarez. Mendy. Now to Benzema. Benzema back on it again with Cruz. Real Madrid look to want to accelerate the game, but they can't. Okay, RIP title for Real Madrid. Will you say that? It's 1-1. It's 1-1. And it's Benzema. So of all people, it's Benzema who gets the goal. And this is what they've been wanting to do. Quick build-up play. And when they finally do manage to do it, they get a goal. And honestly, Benzema's been awful. Benzema's been really awful in this game. But it's Benzema. You don't... And the Llorente, they're just panning the camera to him and he looks disappointed. So it's Real Madrid just spreading it out to Lucas. Lucas got all the time in the world. Then Benzema peels off, dribbles past, and Casemiro gets the assist. Quick interplay between the Atletico Madrid players. Benzema does really well there, and then Casemiro to pull it back, and easy finish for Benzema. Yeah, disappointing for Atletico Madrid because they've had chances and because they could have created better chances for themselves. Nothing Oblak can do about it. He does well to spread himself against Casemiro, but Casemiro pulls back the ball and Benzema just has to shoot into an empty net. So, 1-1. And Suarez is the one raising his arms, but I've been disappointed with Suarez as well. He could have done so much more in this match. And hopeful shot there from Sal. Deflect off the Real Madrid player, and Courtois can deal with it easily. So yeah, now that's Benzema's 12th of the season. Bundesliga Leipzig, because it'd be cool. It would be cool. I'd love to see Leipzig win in the Bundesliga. I really would. But I just don't think they can. When you're relying on Soloff, ooh, and a tackle in the box. They've given, oh, it's just outside the box. They've given a free kick, and it looks like he gets the ball there. So Lucas running at the Atletico defense, and okay, no, that is a foul from Sal. He doesn't touch the ball. A good call there from the referee. So yeah, Leipzig for Bundesliga. I don't think they can. I'd love to see it though. Lille Liga, as I'm same as me. I thought that Atletico in La Liga as well. Serie A, Inter, Prem, Man City, in my opinion. So we're basically aligned on that one. But I'd love to see Leipzig do it. I mean, I'm not a purist German fan, so I'm not the one of those ones that dislikes Leipzig like a lot of people do. Okay, so now a dangerous free kick for Real Madrid, and Atletico have got to hold on. I don't think Real Madrid have been good, but Atletico look tired. So you're now up to 9 minutes in this game. 90 minutes just gone. What's the added time going to be? I don't think they've indicated any added time, have they? Savage has got a yellow card because of, I think, protests. How much added time is there? I need to know. +3. And it goes wide from Modric. So yeah, now we're just past the 90-minute mark, and Modric tries that outside the foot shot, and it's audacious. Cool if it works. Audacious though. So 15 shots for Real and 11 for Atletico. Yeah, it'd be fun to see a team younger than the new millennial win the Bundesliga over the Titan of the World game. Would be. It really would be. Atletico Madrid into Real Madrid's corner. Oh, and a good ball from Trippier, and Llorente tries to get on the end of it, but fouls Cruz in the build-up. Shame that. Cruz does really well to defend that. And I think we're coming to the end of the game where I have to evaluate who has been the best player. And I'm struggling. I am really struggling. Because I don't think it's been the greatest match. So Real Madrid now keeping possession in their own half. There's only 4 of them. The rest of them are on the last line of Atletico Madrid's defense. Yeah. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. As always, we're still on. There's still 1 minute to play in this game. And Real Madrid just slowing it down. Not intentionally, but it's slowed down the game. Cruz now. Yeah, I almost want to put Cruz. I think he's been quite good today. I think probably not brought a lot of danger, but he's been quite good. I actually like Casemiro today as well. Modric I haven't really seen at all in this game. I think Modric has been completely inexistent, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I just haven't seen him. But that goal from Benzema is a really good one. It's a really good goal. So technically, Jan Oblak has made 7 saves today, which I didn't think was that much, but most of them have been pretty standard saves, and it's full time. So, full time now between these two. So 1-1 it is, 1 point apiece, and the last time these two ended their game in a 1-1 draw was in 2018 in April. Goal scorers were Griezmann and Cristiano Ronaldo, so we can tell how much this game has moved on. And I'm a big fan of these camera angles at the end. They're really good quality. Decent game. I think Atletico Madrid would be disappointed to concede so late on the goal from Benzema, and they really closed Benzema out of the game quite well in the whole game. I don't think there was one standout performance. I was a big fan of Casemiro in that game. I think he was quite good. He seemed to drive that midfield, and he always does. And then also got the assist. I'd have to say, yeah, Casemiro for me was, and he cut out danger quite a lot. He was back when Atletico Madrid was trying to break in behind, and he covers that space so well. Please, bro, call it down and tell him to lose some game. I think he might be doing that on his own. Real Madrid are back into their rhythm. They haven't lost in the last 6 games, so 6. I'll make sure I get that right, because 7 games now, 7 games unbeaten since that Levante defeat. Atletico Madrid, on the other hand, won one of their last 5 games, which is worrying if you're top of the table. But they've still got some breathing space. Now they kind of have to win at Athletic Bilbao in a week to keep their head above water, or keep that breathing space that they had. Next week they play against Getafe, then they've got Chelsea in the Champions League, then Alaves, Sevilla, Betis. They've still got some tough fixtures until the end of this season. I'd have to say, yeah, for me, Casemiro was man of the match. I thought it was a good performance from him, and he did well to get into the box when they needed him to. For that Benzema goal, Benzema was disappointing. So was Suarez, even though I thought both goals were really quite well taken by the strikers. I mean, Benzema did well to dribble, get the ball to Casemiro, and then got the ball back and put it in net. Suarez, the outside the foot shot, was just exquisite. Even if it wasn't that spectacular, I thought it was a really good finish. Okay, see you, Random. Been good having you on, and I'll be back as well soon enough, because I'm going to leave you all as well. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to Let's Talk Sport. We'll be doing more of these. We always do. It's finished 1-1, Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid, the Madrid derby. Goal from Benzema and Suarez. So I'll be intrigued to do some more Spanish football when I get the chance. But do join us. You'll be notified when we do more of these streams.